Wednesday and Thursday, 89.9 FM.
Welcome to the show that talks about Tulsa. People making a difference in the Tulsa community. Special guest interviews spotlighting local businesses to covering important issues within the community no one else is talking about. The hot topics and more. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to World One Developments News You Can Use with your hosts, Mr. Charles Harper and Mr. Molly Wilson.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to World One Developments News You Can Use. We want to thank everyone for either listening on the radio, watching us on Facebook Live, and on www.kbob899.com, or tuning in on any of our News You Can Use media networks, which are powered by World One Development. We really appreciate that. I am your hostess with the mostest, Mr. Molly Wilson.
And I'm Charles Harper. It's Wednesday, a.k.a. Hump Day, October 6, 2021. And we are live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use Media Network, powered by World One Development. We are set for an exciting show, you guys. You can call your mom and them and tell them you can call in at 918-856-3873 or post your comments on our Facebook Live feed at World One Development.
So on today's show, our monthly edition of the Police Report with Lieutenant DeLauren Sanders. So get your questions ready and stay tuned to chop it up with the cop.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Also, it is Oklahoma on life support. Let's talk about the indicators and see what they say about Oklahoma. But we also want to hear from our audience what's going on in your state.
And of course, our Hump Day Hot Topics, which are Justice for Julius Jones update. The city is trying to put more bike lanes in North Tulsa. Find out where. Find out what Tulsa doctors are urging us to do before winter. Disturbing news for Kellogg's consumers. Find out what. And birthdays and more.
This is News You Can Use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use Media Networks powered by World One Development. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm your host, Prima Donna Braddock.
And I'm your co-host, JDM Miller.
And our radio show is Real Life, Real Talk, a talk show for sharing relevant information to help women win in life.
You can catch us every Thursday from 2 to 3:30 p.m. on KBOB 89.9 FM.
Hey, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Welcome to Black Wall Street Tees and Souvenirs, where you can get the best Black-owned t-shirts, apparel, and souvenirs right here in the heart of Tulsa. For more information, please call 918-523-0608 or shop online with us at bwstshirts.com. And we hope to see you soon.
Hey everybody, this is Bobby Eaton of Eaton Media Services, located at 1533 North Norfolk, home of KBOB 89.9 FM. Also, we're taking donations for the community radio station. You can donate by going to Cash App Eaton Media Services, or you can call and contact us at 832-443-9499. Again, that number is 832-443-9499. Looking forward to hearing from you from our community radio station. And our motto is, we tell our stories our way.
How to order chicken wings. Number 1, find a good wing spot.
I know a wing spot, Max Wings.
Number 2, decide if you want a combo or if you want a la carte.
Huh? What's that?
Well, combos come with chicken, veggie sticks, fries, and a drink for a discounted price. A la carte means that you order each item separately.
Okay.
3, decide if you want bone-in, boneless, or cauliflower wings, and then determine the delicious flavor you want.
I didn't even know cauliflower had wings.
You learn something new every day. Have you been to Max Wings?
Yep.
Max Wings is located at 782 East Pine Street in Tulsa. We're open Monday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Friday and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Come to Max Wings, home of the dry rub fries.
On Sports Talk Radio with Drone and Yup,
where you get more and more and more sports.
Tuesdays, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Only on KBOB 89.9 FM. You can live stream at KBOB899.com.
You bark at us, we
bark back.
This is news you can use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use Media Networks powered by World One Development.
So we are back. So News You Can Use is all about shedding some positive light, setting some light on the positive happenings in our community. There are many great businesses, programs, and events occurring in our neighborhood, and we felt the community needed to hear about those things. 1, so we can support, and 2, so we'll be informed.
Hey, good job, Damali. I'm Charles Harper, Executive Director of World One Development, which includes fitting back in EduRec Youth and Family Fun Center, 36th Street North Event Center, and Oklahoma Community Support Coalition. My job, because the world wants to know, is financial stability and infrastructure for our community development projects, and I am so excited and I am so elated to be one of the creators of this phenomenal show.
And I'm Damali Wilson, Executive Director of Operations for World One Development. And my job is creating, monitoring, and enforcing protocol for each of our community development projects. I am also in charge of social media for all of the World One Development entities. If you would like to advertise your business or organization on this show or any of our other individual platforms, inbox me your contact information on Facebook Messenger so we can talk. I am also happy and elated to be one of the creators of this show.
Damali, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Man, are you loving this weather?
Man. Now, my allergies, not so much.
Not what? Because stuff is being blown around a little bit?
Yeah. Just when the seasons change, spring and fall, my allergies kind of go haywire. But after that, after we get past that, then it's all good.
Man, at nighttime, it's like 65. It's all cool in the morning. It's cool. You can get your little yard work done, get back in, get your day started. And it's not getting too hot.
Right.
So I kind of like it a little bit. I don't have allergies. So prayers for the people out there that's all stuffed up right now. You can't hear. You feel like you're underwater. All that right there in that nasal passageway is hanging you up.
Yes, it totally sucks.
But you need to get some dirt. The Zyrtex is not working. What's going on?
You know what? I do a maintenance Zyrtec every morning, always. But it just this time of year and in spring, it doesn't matter. And
they probably don't help with all this construction going on.
No.
They hammering stuff and throwing everybody cutting their yard and doing all that. You just want to run.
Yeah.
You ever see that commercial that has like this guy? He's getting scared and this big tree is turning into something.
Yes, I have seen that commercial.
You need to figure out what they taking so that big tree can die.
Right.
And not have y'all all stuffed up. Hey, we got a lot of people tuning in. We got to give a few shout outs because today is that old police report. Boy, they love the report. We got AJ, Mr. Energizer.
Hey.
Tuning in from Jacksonville, Arkansas. We got Blue Humpty tuning in from the Motor City. He's in the building. Detroit, Michigan. We got Willie right in the building.
Hey, Willie.
We ain't seen you in a while. Thanks for tuning in. He probably down there in H-Town or somewhere floating around knocking somebody's helmet off. CB is in the building.
Hey, CB.
Damali, I see your mama.
Hey, mama.
Mama, I'm hungry.
Listen, you missed the box that's behind you, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
I felt something in the spirit, so I'm gonna leave it right there. Mary Leroy, welcome to the show.
Hey.
Big brother Drea from down there in Georgia. He's tuning in today. What's going on with your frat? We got Cornelius Dixon, aka Corn, aka Cowboy Blue.
Okay.
Well, the Cowboys been doing good. It's a good day to be a Cowboy Blue right now.
Okay.
Checking in for Killeen, Texas. We got Miss Carla Thompson over there at Mid-First Bank tuning in. Welcome to the show. Teresa, my sister, do you love me today, Teresa? Because I got to make sure we cool before we take off. Because I just want to make sure the love is in the building, right?
Right.
I got Damon Clark out of St. Louis.
Hey.
We call him Blue Sugar. Thanks for tuning in all the way from St. Louis where they do it big.
Yes.
Man, Damali.
Yes.
Today is that day. Our celebrity's in the house today. He's in the building.
Absolutely. As always. Yeah, every first Monday, right?
Every first Wednesday.
Wednesday. What am I talking about Monday?
You know what it is? Look, it's the hair you got.
Yeah, don't do my hair.
On your way somewhere. Your spirit done already went there, even though your flesh is here.
Right.
But nevertheless.
Teresa say we cool.
We cool? I love you, Teresa. We cool. That's all I need to know. You got shades on, give me some.
Right.
it's a lot that's always going on all around the world in regards to just community and policing. And what better than to have the best in Tulsa with community policing, Lieutenant DeLawrence Sanders physically in the building. How you doing today, sir?
Well, why y'all putting all that pressure on me?
That's what I want to know first and foremost.
It's not my fault. When I woke up, I had 100 text messages. Is it police report? The police been looking for me. I'm trying to find a way to get away. I'm like, Lieutenant Sanders is not going to tell you how to get away. You need to be doing the right thing. That's not what it's about. It's about having the ability to have somebody that you can sit down at the table and talk to that can maybe give you some nuggets, to help you get out of crazy situations or stay out of crazy situations. Sanders, how the streets, man? We safe out there?
We're going to always be safe, but you got to be careful. I always got to be careful, but it is safe out there. Tulsa is a good community, but everybody always need to be careful and watch their surroundings anyway.
Absolutely. So, Charles, you need to go back to your thank you.
I'm back on the thank you.
Yeah, you done skipped the whole section of the show.
Well, you better get it. You got to get them. You're supposed to be my bag. Have my back.
I got you. I got a piece too.
You got a piece too?
Yeah, so you do your thank yous for the first responders.
You know what? You're absolutely right. So we're going to kick it off because you are the first responder and you're the first one here. But we're going to thank and appreciate all of them. The healthcare professionals, food providers, restaurant workers, and essential workers for their services on the front lines during this time. It's great how organizations and churches in the community are coming together to help those during this coronavirus epidemic. And thanks for my co-host for looking out for me as well.
Yeah, and so then what I'm supposed to say, here we go, back to the script.
There you go.
And so today, before we get started, we want to send a special shout out to our Oklahoma State Representative, Regina Goodwin.
Absolutely.
So if you don't know, which you should know, but she is over District 73, which represents the Tulsa zip codes of 74103, 104, 106, 110, 119, 120, and 126, 127, and 130.
Just a lot of zip codes.
Yeah. Well, these are all North Tulsa zip codes. We'll say that. So she was able to, we had one of our staff members had an issue this past week, and she was able to contact State Representative Regina Goodwin and let her know what was going on, and Regina handled it just like that.
Can I put some context to that? Just
sure,
a
go
little
ahead.
More.
Yeah.
No, I came to the event center on my way to a meeting at 1:30, and at the door, she was at the door pacing. And when black people are pacing, there's a problem. She was pacing, and she was a little red because she kind of light skinned, and her hair is purple. So I'm like,
I've seen her pace.
Right.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. So I'm like, what's going on? And she said, can I talk to you for a minute? I said, I got a meeting at 1:30. I'm like, nah, how important is it? She said, it is life or death. I said, the meeting is not that important.
Okay, right.
And of course, we can't get into details because the issue was resolved, but she had a very tough issue that she was dealing with. And like Damali said, you have to remember that your local leaders, the people that you vote to put in office, are there to help you. And she had a situation that was dealing with the state, and she was able to take care of that. And I think it was, in 24 hours. Right. This was not like she called Regina and it was later. She called Regina, and like later that day, the lady came in. She was at peace. She was happy, and she voted Regina in. But I just say that to say, remember who you vote in office. They are there to take care of you.
And that's what I said. So the moral of this story, and the reason that we're even bringing it up, is first of all, if you don't know who your government officials are, you should. Absolutely. Because when you have a problem, you need to know who you can reach out to. Because as Charles said, we put them in office. So Absolutely. If we put them in office, then they need to be able to work for us. And then two, you want to make sure that the person that you put in office is going to advocate for you. Because Regina could have said, I'm busy, I got other stuff to do, I'm sitting on the house floor, I got stuff to do, but she didn't do that, so you need to be able to make sure that these people are touchable and reachable. So I just want to give a huge shout out to State Representative Regina Goodwin. Thank you so much for just being touchable and reachable for our community.
And when you see her, give her an air high five because it's still COVID. So from a distance, point at her, do the air high five and do the Wakanda Forever hug to her, because we appreciate that.
So now we get back to where we're supposed to be,
Let's go.
So every first Wednesday of the month, we get the opportunity to chop it up with a cop. So today on the police report, we're going to talk to Lieutenant DeLawrence Sanders about the sudden rise in car thefts.
Right.
So JB, drop that intro.
That's the sound of the police.
And now it's time for the police report. The police report on news you can use with TPD officer and Lieutenant DeLawrence Sanders.
Go ahead, DeLawrence, give it to him.
I love it.
I show up every every month just to hear that.
Everybody has to have motivation.
Right.
And it seemed like that. And I wish I'd have thought of that. I can't take credit. Our producer, he hit a home run with
Right.
that drop.
Yes. Good job.
It's
Good
phenomenal.
job.
Sanders, you look good. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Man, how you feeling?
I'm feeling well. Been pretty busy this time of year. You know, we got a lot of stuff going on in the city, and
Wow.
and you know, a lot of opportunities for officers like me that like to work a lot of events. So I've been busy.
Yes.
Man, I know the fair has started.
Yeah. You've been down to the fair?
I've been past the fair. I've been down.
You just see it from a distance.
Yes.
He said it's not my time to patrol.
Right.
You only have to get one day to do that.
Okay, I'm not mad at you.
And today our topic is, if you all want to write this down, is theft of vehicles, stolen cars. And I'll add it real quick. I had a buddy down here that's a really good friend, Derek Coleman from Oklahoma City. Yep. He came to visit. He was at a hotel. He called me the next day, and guess what, Damali? Guess what, Officer Sanders?
What happened?
The car was gone.
They got him?
They got him. He had a little Accord, a Honda Accord. It was gone bye-bye. And I'll tell you, it was at that Wyndham Hotel on 41st and Garnett.
Oh, wow.
I got to tell you because,
you got to be careful. You got to be watchful.
It was gone. Yeah. But Sanders, it's a sudden rise in that. What is going on? People don't want to ride the bus no more. I mean, what is going on?
Well, there's a lot of money in the stolen cars. You know, you can take them and take them to places. You can chop them, get the parts off of them, and sell them. Yeah. And you know, and some people, you know, they helping these auto theft people. You know, they go to Quick Trip and go to these stores. They I'm gonna run in and give me a cup of coffee. I'm gonna leave my car running, and then they people jump in the car and drive off in it. You know,
wow.
I mean, it's just that easy. You know, and it's against the law. I don't know if you know that. You know, it's against the law to leave your car running.
Oh, I didn't know that. Which I never do anyway.
Yeah, you can get in trouble for that. You know, people leave their car running all the time. You know, you can get a ticket for that. And, you know, but,
wow.
And that's one problem that we have. People, you know, they leave their car running. They want to warm the cars up. They just want to run to the store and get something right quick.
Right.
And then people jump. You know, we have people standing around the stores. You know, people all the time standing around the stores, and they waiting on somebody to leave the car on so they can jump in and drive off in it.
Let me tell you what's funny. If I jump out my car too quick and I'm going, I'm like, man, I think I locked my door. I keep clicking until it go bump, bump, bump.
Right.
Then the person look at you. I'm like, oh, you just
like I don't know you.
It didn't feel right when I was going in. So
and even because my gas tank is on the opposite side of my car, right? Yeah. So when I get out, I take my key, put it in my pocket, and I lock the door. Because I love me some Miss Sassy, so I don't want nobody coming to get me sassy.
Right. So, Is there a certain side of town that you're finding that this is happening more, or is it all over the city?
It's all over the city. It's all over the city.
Wow.
And you know, it's mostly it's not a certain side of town, but it's mostly, you know, if you see a lot of people walking and stuff like that, it's a crime opportunity. You got those that they're not really caught auto theft people, but they seen the opportunity to do it, so they did it. Right. And you know, they might drive it and drop it off somewhere else on the other side of town where they was trying to get to.
Right.
But then you have those all professional thieves, and they're really stealing these cars to chop them up, sell the parts, and and some even they can change the VINs on them and try to sell the car to somebody else. So you really have to be careful. You know, I just want to help some people because. I had a situation, and we have had a situation where people have bought cars and find out the car was stolen, and you know, because you know they didn't get the title, they didn't get all, they just paid cash money for it. Mm-hmm. If it's too good to be true, you better check into it a little bit more.
Right. So what types of cars are being stolen? Because I need to know that Miss Sassier is not in danger.
Well, hey,
it's everything.
They love them Chevys, you know, them Chevy pickups.
Oh,
they get them all the time.
Oh wow, yeah. JB, don't you have what you got?
Ford.
You got a Ford?
Got the F-150 guy.
They'll take that. You leave the keys in.
I can tell you one of the scariest things, and I don't know why people ever do this, but I see it too often in Tulsa, is they leave their cars running with their babies in the back seat.
Oh yeah, never.
And you look at the news and they gone and the baby is gone.
Yes,
so how does that really change what's going on? Not just the car is gone, but now you got an infant in the back.
Well, because that changes the situation. Because if you steal a car with a baby in it, then we'll have to do an Amber Alert and all that kind of stuff, trying to search for the baby. But most of the time, the situation I had to investigate, and one of my officers that worked under me had that happen. Mm-hmm. Usually the thief usually noticed the baby back there, and they just stop the car somewhere else, and they get out the car and leave the car where it is and leave the baby in the
Oh,
car.
yeah.
Most of the time, or
Right.
every once in a while, you never know. You might get that one person that want that car and just a little don't care, and they take the baby in and the baby and take the baby in the car.
Yeah.
So is that, regardless of whether you knew that before you grabbed a car or not, is that immediately kidnapping?
Yep, we can add kidnapping and a couple other charges on you. If you're still in that car with that baby, we're gonna get you for stolen cars. Because, well, I didn't know the baby was in there. We're gonna add that to it too. So,
Yeah. So just keep your hands off of other people's stuff. That's the moral of the story. Don't touch it. Do not touch it. You know, I remember when we were coming up as kids, my uncle had this old 60-something Chevy. And I remember that little grocery store that's right there on Virgin and MLK. We had stopped in there to get something, and my cousin left the car running with me and my brother in it. And so, yeah, we're little. Right. And I remember my brother jumps in the front seat playing like he driving and knocks the car out of gear, and the car is like backing up. Thank goodness my cousin saw, came out the store at the right moment and was able to jump in and stop the car. But that's some of the things that I think about as a parent. You know, like, don't ever leave your car keys in the car with your kids inside, because you don't know what kids think stuff is funny. Right. They don't understand the dangers of, so not only with about the car being stolen, but it's also about, you could, that car could have rolled out to the middle of MLK, Cincinnati back at that time. Right. And, it's a high traffic area, so we could have been hit,
Right, absolutely. Let me give some more shout outs. There's a lot of people on. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. I see that we have April on here.
Hey, cousin.
Like, she has some news for you about your allergies, but she can't know the word I ain't seen.
That's what I'm saying. April, we're going to have to talk later on.
We're going to call you after the show.
Yeah.
But shout out to Michael Brewer, one of our favorites, for tuning in.
Hey, Michael.
Trey Fields. What's going on? Trey, good to see you, my brother. I see Keon Johnson.
Hey, Keon.
Calling in from Oklahoma City. He said, what's up, fam? Well, what's up to you two, fam? Okay. See Ike Causey, I believe. Great show. Appreciate that. I see Lynette Broers.
Hey, Lynette.
Our sister, our friend. Thanks for tuning in. I tell you what, Officer Sanders has some tips for you to keep people from stealing your car. Because we got to give you the news that you can use. Right. So with that being said, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back. This is news you can use right here on KBOB 89.FM and simulcast on News You Can Use Media Network, powered by World One Development.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The all new KBOB 89.9 FM, Black on Black Community Radio.
Sickle cell disease is the #1 genetic blood disorder in the world that can cause many health complications throughout an individual's life. Over 1,700 people in Oklahoma live with the daily challenges of sickle cell disease. Thousands more carry the sickle cell trait.
Supporters of Family with Sickle Cell Disease is an exclusive, comprehensive organization that serves Oklahoma's sickle cell community. Our mission is to effect systematic change in the areas of patient care, education, advocacy, and awareness, and to improve the quality of life for sickle cell patients and their families.
Supporters of Families offers programs such as mentoring, advocacy and family support, sickle cell camp, and much more.
We have 2 offices, one in Tulsa, one in Oklahoma City. You also can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And then for more information, you can call 918-619-6174 or go to www.sicklecelloklahoma.org.
If you are looking for an exciting place to worship or new church home, World One is that place. A church in the heart of the city with the city in its heart. Our in-person service is every Sunday at 10 o'clock a.m. at 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74115. We're practicing CDC guidelines, which include temperature checks, wearing of masks, and social distancing. You can also worship with us virtually on Facebook Live at World One for Christ Family Life Ministries. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Hey, everybody, this is Bobby Eaton of Eaton Media Services, located at 1533 North Norfolk, home of KBOB 89.9 FM. Also, we're taking donations for the community radio station. You can donate by going to Cash App Eaton Media Services, or you can call and contact us at 832-443-9499. Again, that number is 832 443-9499. Looking forward to hearing from you from our community radio station. And our motto is, we tell our stories our way.
Advertise in the Tulsa Black-Owned Business Guide. It's a monthly publication reaching all of Oklahoma and beyond, giving exclusive content about your business and many businesses that are connected to you. Full page and half pages are available. Purchase and artwork are due on the 25th of each month. Visit us online right now at www.tulsabobn.com for more details, or email us right now at tulsabobn@gmail.com for pricing.
Hello, everybody. This is Bishop Cooper. Hey, I want you to join me every Sunday on KBOB 89.9 FM for Word Up Sunday, beginning at 9 a.m. on Sunday mornings. Also, I want you to join me on Facebook Live every Wednesday for Word Up Wednesday at 7 o'clock p.m. Listen, you don't want to miss it. I guarantee you, you're going to be blessed. See you there.
This is news you can use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and Simoncast on the News You Can Use Media Network, powered by World One Development, and we are back.
So we've been talking to Lieutenant Sanders about, what do you do, when your car gets stolen? What's going on in Tulsa and what's happening with this rise of, car thefts, going on in our city. And to be clear, Officer Sanders said it's not just in one area of the city, it's all over the city. So your car ain't safe nowhere.
And we got people on here from all over. I'm going to do a quick shout out to Polo Powell out of St. Louis. He actually sells cars. So Polo, don't let people buy a car from you, then somebody go steal it. That's what we're talking about today. Y'all got that going on in St. Louis and Detroit and Arkansas and all of that. Y'all chime in, let us know what you think. Officer Sanders. Now let's get down to the stuff that people need to write down and remember. You come out the store, you come out your house, your car is gone. What do you do next?
That would be horrible.
The first thing you need to do is call us.
Right.
So we do a police report.
What is that?
It's a secret, people.
They're killing our. There you go.
All right. Got me off my flow.
There you go.
But no, we call us so we can go ahead and do a police report for you and go ahead and we can place it into a database. We call it NCIC, where it's nationwide. Once if you got make sure you got your title, a proof on some type of proof of ownership. If it's not your title, sometimes we can read if you got your insurance card or something like that. Right. We can read the VIN. We can see who the car checks to, and we can go ahead and start the report and put it in NCIC. So it can be nationwide. So if they can drive that car anywhere. Right. They read that tag, and it's going to pop up stolen.
What is the critical information that you need to have before you call the police?
Proof of ownership. If you know the tag, have the tag. And please don't keep you can keep your registration in your glove compartment, but do not keep your title in your glove compartment. Do not keep your title in your glove compartment because you can keep your title at your house. Yes. Right. You don't need to be in the glove because if they got the title, then they can alternate. They can alternate. They can alter the title and stuff like that. But we have our own auto theft unit for the Tulsa Police Department, which they do a lot of things. They look for stolen cars in different ways, not just rolling. They go to salvage yards and they look at vans because there's several places on your car that the van is on your car. Wow. Not just in your window. Everybody just know where the van is in your window. They know where it is on your door. Right. But there's other places around the motor where that van is at. There's other places where you can look. They can get up on the car and find that van. That a lot of auto thieves may not know how to get off. But they'll alter that van at the top if they got your title. Right. They have people that they can take them titles to and fix them up. So that's one thing you need to do. But the way to stop that type of stuff. One thing, don't leave your keys in the car. That's the first thing. Yes. And the next thing, you can get a club you can put on your steering wheel. You can put alarms on your cars. You can do several things. Keep your car in a lighted area. just don't leave stuff in your car. Don't leave your keys. We got these new kind of car where you push button, and sometimes your husband got a car and your wife got a car key, both of y'all.
Right.
But the wife leave you got your keys, but she done left her purse in the car.
Don't do wives. Don't do wives, Sanders.
with the key fob still in there. And they used to taking my keys. Yeah. If you're gonna leave yours in there,
right?
Because all you gotta do is push the button.
Wow. Okay. So let me see. Because in my mind, I thought if somebody take my car, oh, what is my license plate tag? That's what I'm.
Man,
that's what
I
I'm thinking. But
you're
saying, and because we're trying to give people the news that they can use. So if you have your insurance card, which has your VIN, that shows proof of ownership. So if you at least have that insurance card in your wallet or on hand.
Yeah, that'll help. And if you got a new car, you haven't got a tag yet. You got the bill of sales. Okay. That bill of sales also can help show proof of ownership because it's showing you signed and bought the car and all that type of stuff. So we can use that too.
Because I was thinking people probably not going to have the bill of sale and they're probably not going to have the deed. They're probably not going to have that, but you can at least get one of those little cards folded up and have that in your purse or in your wallet.
Well, we got these fancy phones now. Just take a picture of it and have it in your phone.
Aha.
So we can do that too.
Yeah.
Hey, I think that's good stuff. Hey, if y'all got stuff, I think Mr. Energizer had a quick question. You want to try to let him chime in, Delon?
Yeah. So AJ says, Brother Sanders, when a person steals a car and your child or children are in it, and the parent or parents are the ones who are responsible for leaving the child in the car and it's stolen, do the parent or parents get charged with anything?
Well, it depends on the situation.
It's a good question.
And sometimes, if it's a situation where they probably went into a casino or a bar or something like that, you may get some extra charges. But you run into the store or something, you can get charged with something. But it's also up to the situation of that officer or the detective that's investigating. Sometimes it may happen, and sometimes it may not. And sometimes we may do it anyway because, especially it was a situation where we have to go through a lot of issues to try to find this child. We may have to just put that all in a report, and then the DA may pick it up and say, "Hey, we're gonna do this too."
That's neglect, and it's crazy because you just have so much going on that you just didn't know. I'm looking at people on here that I know are well older than all of us, and they said they didn't know that leaving your car running was a crime. It's a crime like you gonna get arrested. It's just a ticket. What is it? Leaving your car running?
Leaving your car running. You can get a citation for that.
Okay.
It is against the law. I know here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I don't know. We know where in other cities, but that's one of our misdemeanor. That's a misdemeanor charge. We can. What's the actual charge? I think it's basically leaving the car running, leaving the engine running. I can't go word for word. I can look it up.
Yeah.
I got it. I know it's against it's a misdemeanor crime.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I got a couple more people. I got J. Cole. That's my niece tuning in from Houston, Texas. Welcome to the show. Pastor Douglas Allen and Chloe there in the building. Welcome to the show. We're talking about auto theft. It's a rise in it in Tulsa.
Let me add one more type of auto theft before we had it. We got this. It's not really auto. We call it unauthorized use of motor vehicle.
Yeah.
That's basically you don't let. Sometimes it's mostly girlfriends and boyfriends, something like that. You don't let one of them borrow the car. They don't come back with it.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you got a little brother or little sister living with you or a son and they stayed all night over your house. They don't really live with you. And they take your car and they don't come back with it. That's a form of auto theft, but we call it unauthorized use of motor vehicle. But we treat that basically almost the same way as auto theft.
Let me ask you this. For all the young kids that feel like it's a good idea to sneak out the house, get the keys.
And I know a lot of people did it.
And joyride.
Right.
Where does it go from joyriding, or is it just called joyriding, to theft? How do y'all look at that when somebody, a person's kid or cousins or family members take the car and they out and about?
Well, whoever's driving going to get charged with auto theft, but the person, other people that's riding, and it's a good chance they may get charged with joyride.
Yeah.
The driver going to get charged with auto theft.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was another comment here. Michael Brewer says, Officer Sanders said it's illegal to leave your car running. I didn't know that. He said, what about if your car is equipped with a self-starting system?
Wow.
So like my car is, I can start it in the wintertime, from inside the building.
Well, I think it's a little different because you don't have your keys in it.
Gotcha.
That's the keys. You got your keys in the ignition.
Right.
That's the key to leaving your car running.
Okay. Gotcha.
But when you got that self-starting, I think it's a little different.
Okay.
But when you got the keys in the ignition, it can be we can write your citation for that.
All right, let's switch gears a little bit. Say JB come outside, and when he come outside, he encounters somebody trying to steal his vehicle. What are the things that you can't do and that you can do in that moment?
Well, I'm ready for you to call us, but I know you just can't come if you're not. That's a property crime,
right?
And if your life is not in danger, I don't think it'd be a good idea to come outside and just start shooting. And I'm gonna just clear that out. Clear that up right now. I think it's best to call us. Yell at them or something, and let them know they trying to steal you. That you notice that they're out there. Try to give as much information as possible that you can
to the dispatcher
to give. And if they do actually get it out the driveway and going to, let us know what direction that they're going. But so we can go ahead and get over there and try to recover your vehicle.
Let me throw out there a real scenario. You're laying in the bed and you hear your alarm is going crazy. And I'm thinking most people is racking. So what's most people gonna do? What they're gonna grab their stuff and they heading outside, because that's, to me, is more realistic of what people probably would do. You coming out there hot with your stuff, So what you telling the people? If the other people don't have a gun or don't present a threat to you, you just can't come out there shooting what you're doing on my land, my private property, or none of that works.
We're here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. You can't. Like I said, you got to have a threat. We got this open carry here. I know that everybody got weapons, and a lot of people do have weapons in their house.
Sure.
But you still got to make good decisions. And if you're not a threat, and you shoot somebody and they're still in your car, it's a good chance you may have a problem.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pastor,
I can't quote you, never to know what the problem might be, but you
can you please clarify what a threat is?
I mean, we know what a threat is, but breaking it down.
I'm talking about where it's your life on the line or else. Is that a threat? Where do you draw? Where do they draw the line at when it comes to making the decision on whether this was self-defense or you didn't give that person an opportunity to leave?
A threat is when somebody else got a weapon. A weapon, think they got a weapon, got a gun, a knife. A knife can be a threat.
A sword.
If they coming if you think they're coming at you with it.
A machete.
A machete. Oh yes.
Okay.
But if they're being a threat with you, are they running away from you or are they running towards you?
Right.
So don't shoot nobody in the back.
Right.
If they're still in your car.
And I would think if they're in the car, right, and you are outside of the car, typically that's
right.
No.
Man.
I bet they won't steal no more cars.
Right. And the reason why we talking about this, we got so many people. Let me do a couple more shout outs real quick. We got Cordell Banks, he's watching in.
Hey.
We got Coffee, Elmer Samuels on. I hope I said that right.
Doug said he chased them off.
Yeah, I see that.
He had that happen. He chased them off.
We got Francis Banks and Terry Johnson on.
Everybody wrong to chasing nobody off. You can make a Francis Banks. That's my mom.
Oh, hey, mama.
That was Miss Mom. Yes. Let's slow down. JB, we got to play some music, give a hand clap because Mom.
Right.
This is episode. Welcome to the show, Mom.
Pastor Doug said he was in the car.
Oh, he was in the car.
He was in the car, and he said he chased them off. He said that happened to him. He chased them.
Yeah, it's not getting wrong with chasing them off, but you still have to be safe because you still don't know what they got.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you got to be, got to be wise.
I know we love our cars, especially when once you got them fixed up. Some other guys got these rims on them, and all they music system on them.
Right.
I know. So I know you're going to do whatever you can to save your vehicle.
I don't think people realize that the thieves take these cars and break them down and sell every part that they can and make money off of all of that.
They do. And, some of these guys, you driving, you go to these events, these car shows, and you go to these different places and you're blasting your music and you're showing your stuff up. There's always somebody out there.
Want what you got.
Here we go. Here we go. Now, hold on, Sanders. Now, you done told me all that I can't do. Now, Sanders, you trying to steal my car, you got to at least I got to throw a rock at him or something. I can't throw a rock. I can't put no hot water, no hot grits. I can't do nothing to
you got to go in there and cook the grits
I don't
first.
want people messing with my car.
What?
I can't do something. What can I do? I can't shoot them.
Well, I can tell you, call us. And
what did he say? Call 911.
When you got crimes in progress like that, that goes to the top of our list,
right?
And and we try to get over there as fast as possible when there's crimes in progress, because that is a felony. Auto theft is a felony. So we're gonna treat it as such. So if somebody's doing something like that, crime and prop, you call us. We'll try our best to get it as fast as possible.
All right, since you didn't give me nothing to do physically, then I'm gonna go live on my phone.
Right.
I'm going live.
Right. He going live.
Live. A real one development news you can use. They out here.
Right.
Tell Sanders to get on the live and help me out, because I can't throw a rock at him. I can't put out water or nothing. So help me. But anyway, hey.
Teresa, pray for Charles. Don't even laugh. Don't even encourage him. Just pray for him.
We got more to get to. I tell you what, is Oklahoma on life support? Is your state on life support?
Yeah.
Is our producer, who's giving me some signs that I don't understand,
oh God,
on life support? I don't know. What you're saying.
His three things.
Oh, we'll hit the 3 things next as well. So this is news you can use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on News You Can Use Network, powered by World One Development, the Molly, Charles, Lieutenant DeLawrence Sanders, the Police Report, the people down there at the coffee shop, also people down at the 36th Street Center.
Hi, I'm your host, Prima Donna Braddock.
And I'm your co-host, JDM Miller.
And our radio show is Real Life, Real Talk, a talk show for sharing relevant information to help women win in life.
You can catch us every Thursday from 2 to 3:30 p.m. on KBOB 89.9 FM.
Hello, everybody. This is Bishop Cooper. Hey, I want you to join me every Sunday on KBOB 89.9 FM for Word Up Sunday, beginning at 9 a.m. on Sunday morning. Also, I want you to join me on Facebook Live every Wednesday for Word Up Wednesday at 7 o'clock p.m. Listen, you don't want to miss it. I guarantee you're going to be blessed. See you there.
Hey, it's Denise with Addie Mae's Food for the Soul, where we cater to vegan, pescatarian, and everyday sultry soul food. We have Meatloaf Mondays, Taco Tuesdays, Chicken Wing Wednesday, Turkey and Dressing Thursday, Fish Fridays, Barbecue Saturdays, and Sundays is our sultry soul foods. We're located at 5266 North Peoria. You can contact us with call-in orders at 918-845-2989, and we also deliver with DoorDash. Hope to see you soon.
Advertise in the Tulsa Black-Owned Business Guide. It's a monthly publication reaching all of Oklahoma and beyond, giving exclusive content about your business and many businesses that are connected to you. Full page and half pages are available. Purchase and artwork are due on the 25th of each month. Visit us online right now at www.tulsabobn.com for more details, or email us right now at tulsabobn@gmail.com for pricing. Last Stop Lawn Maintenance and Landscaping is hiring today. Must have a valid driver's license and must have a 2 years verifiable experience mowing and lawn maintenance with the company. Strict attendance policy is required. Honest, dependable, and team-oriented. No sex offenses or crime against children. Must apply online at www.laststoplawnmaintenance.com. Apply today.
This is news you can use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcasting live on News You Can Use Media Networks, powered by World One Development. We're talking about auto theft. And
before we jump off of that, I just want to make this comment. So yesterday I was driving on Highway 75, and y'all, the police, y'all be doing too much. So as I'm coming up on 36th Street North, they ain't playing no games, okay? Right. I'm coming up on 36th Street North. I see 3 police officers already done pulled over somebody, right? And so as I'm getting off the expressway, I look on the on-ramp, it's 4 more police officers sitting, waiting for you to fly past. So that I'm like, that's 7 police cars in one area.
You missed the one that was standing behind the sign with the radio into the guys, telling them which car to get.
That is out of line.
Lieutenant Santa, those are your people. What are y'all?
Yeah, that's out of line.
Sometimes we have grants. Sometimes we have projects.
You know what it is?
We have to do that.
Somebody be driving way too fast down Highway 75, 169, 169 and 75.
Yeah. And so now it messed it up for everybody.
169 is where it started.
Yeah. Well, I saw them on Highway
People
75.
be going 100 miles per hour back to Owasso.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, y'all gotta understand. I know what I
Is
don't
he throwing shade? I think he's throwing shade.
They do. They be going fast.
I plead the fifth.
In them Camaros and Z22s and stuff.
All that stuff going down like that. So Sanders,
I plead
so let you done threw it out there, Damali. So let Sanders respond. So when you see that, because that don't just happen here. I done been going to Arkansas, and I think somebody told me you're not supposed to be able to do speed traps. That's not a speed trap when you do that. What is that?
Well, it's not a speed trap, but the reason why we're doing stuff like that right now, we've been having a rise in accident where people have been dying in car accident here in Tulsa, and our chief has expressed that we need to remind citizens on how they're driving, and then we do that by writing citation. We try. I know in my unit, especially on the low income side of town, sometimes we kind of slow down that process a little bit, but everybody needs to be reminded that
the speed limit is 65 miles an hour.
And sometimes, some of it's 70, but we've been having a lot of accidents where people have been passing away and had some really major injuries. So we've been picking it up.
Let me get a quick shout out. Ben Flint, that's my childhood friend and frat brother now. Thanks for tuning in. I see AJ Parker. Welcome to the If You Live, let me know. Put on here what state that you're in, what city, so I can give you a shout out on that. I know we got a lot to get to. So Officer Sanders, we never let you leave without giving people 3 things to remember. What are those 3 things as it comes to auto theft that you need to remember?
Yeah, as I go to this, I just want to remind everybody that if you get your car stolen, we do try to, if you get it stolen in Tulsa, we do try to contact the owner. Mm-hmm. If we can't contact them, we'll go into it to our tow yard and let you pick it up from there, but we do try to contact the owner. But 3 things you need to know. First thing, don't leave your keys in the car with your car running.
Okay.
Right.
That bothers me, especially when you run into the store.
Right.
And then if you do get your car stolen, try to call us as soon as possible and give us, if you've seen the car going down the street, try to give us the information as much as possible so we can go ahead and get on it. Because that is a felony, so we will respond fast as possible. And if you do see somebody in your car in the driveway and it's not your children or somebody and they in there, you think they're trying to steal your car, before you start shooting at somebody, make sure your life is in threat. If your life is not in threat, you still need to call us. Right. And if your life is not in danger, yell at them, let them know that you see them, whatever you can do. But don't just start pulling out a gun and start shooting at them. I can understand you going up there trying to grab them and jerk them out the car, but you don't know if they got a weapon.
That's right.
So you have to make your own decision on that. But
what about if you shoot up in the air, like shoot a shot, like a warning shot? Is that a no-go either?
Well, it's against. I can't tell you to shoot a warning shot in the city limits of Tulsa because you're not supposed to shoot.
Gotcha.
A gun.
Y'all heard that? Don't shoot
in the city limits of Tulsa. But I can't tell you how to react.
Right.
Because but I only can tell you what the law is.
There's consequences. Could be consequences. I got you.
Well, so the 3 things is: 1, let's just be smart and don't leave your car running when you're going in the store. That's number 1.
With your keys in it.
Number 2, if you come out, contact the police. Yeah. You have as much information as you can. And number 3, when you come out, you cannot start shooting and saying that King Kong ain't got nothing on me. Can't do that. So those are the 3 things. Damali, is Oklahoma on life support segment 2 going down?
Yeah, we need to talk about this a little bit. So, we are when we look at the states as a whole, so, there's 50 states.
Right.
And, every now and again, you just want to know where you sit and where you stand.
Absolutely.
In the midst of all of this. And so we actually were talking about this a little bit and thought, hey, that'd be a good segment to use. So I actually pulled it up and found out that we are ranked overall 43. There's only 50 states, y'all.
Oh my goodness. Look, let me tell you, Damali, this is why hey, look, if y'all listen to me and get y'all pen and pad out, because we're going to tell you where to go so that you can do this research on your own state before you get mad and want to represent your state and get fussing when people say stuff about stuff that you may not know about. So we do a little research. But a lot of times you got the governor and mayors and different people jumping up saying, we're doing great. Our state is awesome. And because you don't know. And we are just saying, be woke. Don't fall for the okie doke.
Yep.
And so let's give you some real facts on, we're going to talk about Oklahoma because we live in Oklahoma.
Right. But, you guys are welcome to chime in about your state as well. But I found an article with U.S. News and World Report, which is a 2020 report. And it shows that Oklahoma really hasn't changed from 2019 to 2020. We still doing the same old, different day.
So Oklahoma overall is exactly the same.
Yeah, we're still ranked number 43. And they look at things like healthcare. In healthcare, we're ranked number 48. That is horrible.
Out of 50 states.
Out of 50 states, we're ranked number 48. In education, we're ranked number 42. On the economy, we're ranked number 37. On infrastructure, we're ranked number 21. So that's better. We down on the bottom end, or I guess the top end, if you will. Fiscal stability, we're ranked number 25. Crime and corrections, number 44.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to crime, we rank number 1 incarcerating men and women.
Absolutely. Number 1 and 2. Yeah, it depends on who you talk to. Some people say number 1, some people say number 2, but still 1 or 2 is still bad.
We got a lot of people listening in. So the question is Oklahoma on life support? So your answer is what?
I would say yes, when you're looking at these numbers. I mean, and to me, as I was looking at these numbers, and I think this is something that we need to, unpack and dive into, do a deeper dive on maybe our podcast.
Right.
And just take each one of these and talk about how they came up with the rating, and what that entails, because as I was looking at this, I was like, wow. So some of this is like ridiculous. And then some of it, I'm like, okay, if there's a number 1, obviously there's a number 1, a state that's doing it extremely well. Why would we not just get with that state and figure out what they're doing and how we could implement that in our state?
My thought. This is my thought on crime, and I'm glad today is the police report.
Right.
Is I just believe it's much easier to find a prison than a place that can help you with your mental health or your substance abuse issues and all of that.
Right.
Sanders, you're an officer, so when you hear Oklahoma is number 1 incarcerating men and women, what's kind of your thoughts of that as a police officer?
Number 1, as a police officer, all I know is that, when a crime is committed,
right,
that we do our job to get that situation under control, and sometimes it leads to arrest. Now, you can't really blame all that being number 1 on law enforcement,
right?
Because once we get them in the system and take them to jail, and they go to court, there's other options that's offered to them, and we have nothing to do with that. So it's going to have to be fixed at that level,
at the policy level, because it's about the laws that are in place. Just like we didn't even know that it was against the law for you to leave your car running. Right. So there are some laws out there that So I think education is going to be big, to educate the community about what's going on. But this is another stat that I also pulled. This is from the Center Square. The contributor is Kimberly James, and this article actually came out March 10th of 2021. And she says that Oklahoma's imprisonment rate is 78% higher than the average rate for all states. Oklahoma is one of the handful of states that have not reduced crime or imprisonment rates in the last decade. So in the last decade, it's just like either it's been at the same or it's slightly higher, but it's never been lower. Nearly 60% more people are sent to prison in Oklahoma per capita than the national average, and many are for nonviolent crimes.
Wow, that's probably what it is. Let me ask you this, just a little thought. With now marijuana is legal.
Right.
Dispensaries are everywhere.
Yep.
Why did the people that got locked up for marijuana charges, why are they still locked up? Should they be letting them out? I'm just saying it just kind of, if I went to jail for having this that's now legal, then why am I still in here? Now, I know it will be a process. I know at the time you committed to crime something, but to me it seemed like if that's now the case that is no longer a crime, should you not be letting some people out?
I thought they had some type of program in looking into some of those people that's been incarcerated for that.
don't quote me on that, but I know when the law was first passed, there was some things coming out where they was looking in the sin, and some people that was charged with that could get reduced sentences. But sometimes, that's not the only crime they're in there on.
Yeah, it's a multiple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some a multiple crimes.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why some of them may not be getting out.
So this is another stat that in this same article, it says that research shows that prison does not make society safer. Sending people to prison may make them more rather than less likely to commit new crimes, and they will get out compared to people supervised in the community. And it comes at a huge cost to Oklahomans, to our taxpayers and our families. So basically what we're saying is, yeah, you can take somebody and lock them up in jail, but that doesn't really do anything,
right?
For, mitigating the crime and what's happening in our cities.
Well, I think you need to read that one more time.
Yeah, so it says sending people to prison may make them more rather than less likely to commit new crimes when they get out compared to people supervised in the community.
I totally believe that. From me just working in the system,
Right.
If you meet people where they are, if people stealing and doing some crimes now, some stuff you just bad.
Right.
Sandra said that one time. You just got some bad folks out there. But
Right, bad apples.
You do have others that are, look, it's 8 kids at home. I'm the oldest. Mom, we don't have no food. My little siblings are hollering and screaming. I need to do something. I don't want to go make the block hot and sell something. I don't want to steal a car or do something, but I'm really doing this to try to help support my family. So I'm thinking about individuals that's in
Like that,
spot that's
yes.
very real in certain communities. You're just trying to do what you can do to help your mom, help your dad, help grandma, help your family.
Yeah. So this article also says that many that are released from prison, they have court debts that are so extreme that it's keeping them confined. So, it's like, how can I pay this debt when I can't even get a job because I got this on my record? So it's just that whole catch-22. So now the only thing that you can do now is I got to go commit another crime because I got to feed my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, we got a couple people on here. Damon Clark, a.k.a. Blue Suge out of St. Louis, says Oklahoma has a lot of brothers, uncles, and cousins that work in the legal arena. Judges, attorneys, and wardens.
Yeah.
Man, that makes sense. And also, Damon Clark said it's all about money, baby. It's all about
That's
money.
what my sister said. It's big business.
It's
Prison
all about
system
money.
is big business. Somebody else, who is this? Jessica says, where can citizens find out about the laws? Is that your wife?
Yeah.
Hey, Jessica, how you doing? I thought
And she said she couldn't wait to get home. She's going to ask you right now live on the air.
Well, all our laws are on the website. You can go to our website and you can look at some of our policies and laws,
Right.
And also any law, you can go to the local library and look up Oklahoma laws, and you can look up our misdemeanor laws. So you maybe even go down to the city hall. They may have because we have books with the city of Tulsa, the laws of the city, and ordinances and all that type of stuff. You can get that from the city.
Let me draw a line to Molly. Okay. All right. So we're incarcerating men and women. We number one. Oklahoma is number one.
Yes.
Now slide back over and tell me about that education number again. Where are we running?
The education. Hold on. I just flipped my page.
You said like 48. I know.
Education 42. Number 42 in education.
So to me, is it just me, or does it seem like we put more emphasis on the prison system and getting people there than trying to educate? Because it's like the value of education is low.
Right.
Because it's only 50 states.
Absolutely.
And we 42.
Yeah.
So that's not good at all.
And so let me hit you with this other, the racial disparities are rising in Oklahoma prisons. And so this actually came from another, I didn't write this down, but anyway, where this article came from. But anyway, it says that currently Black Oklahomans make up 8% of the state's population. Okay, 8%. But 27% of the current prison population is Black.
Man.
We only make up 8% of the population in the entire state.
All of Oklahoma.
Right. But 27% of everybody who is currently incarcerated is Black folk.
That is not good at all.
Right. Yeah. So it says Black Oklahomans are imprisoned at a rate of 19.83% per 1,000 residents, more than 4 times white imprisonment rate in Oklahoma.
Okay.
Which is 4.1. And Black folks is 19.8.
That's not good. And you said it's kind of trending that way. And guys, we're doing this because this is information that you can find. We have so many listeners from all over the U.S. and in other countries, and we appreciate that. But sometimes it's good to know, to educate yourself, to know what's going on. And that is a staggering stat to be only 8%, but then 27% and climbing of the periods of
and that was from
population.
the Oklahoma Department of Corrections, where that stat came from.
Right.
So
And,
it wasn't just somebody's personal opinion.
And Keon Johnson out of Oklahoma City said that's good, which the stat and stuff. Greg Dotson, that's my old partner that always called me Parlay Brew Fun Say. If you know what that means, Molly, don't worry about it.
I don't.
And then my wife T, thanks for tuning in over at Hillcrest. She said it's just so sad.
It is very sad.
And your sister Teresa said bad odds.
Yeah. It's just terrible. So, and to me, so as I was looking at these stats, and that's why I said I think that we need to actually explore this more on our podcast, because now we can break this up into sections and talk about each one.
Right.
But as I was looking, I mean, to me, it just was like, okay, if Hawaii is number 1 in this area and we are number 45 or 44, then it seems like we would call, say, legislators over in Hawaii and say, hey, what are you guys doing? How are you guys, mitigating this particular area? Instead of trying to reinvent the wheel and do something different. But so in my mind, I'm thinking it always comes back to dollars. It always comes back to dollars. So I'm just saying, I think that, some more research is warranted, to figure out, well, why is it? How much are we making because people are incarcerated? What is the reason why we would allow this to be so?
Why would this be like this and us be okay for a full decade? And so the governor is the CEO of the state.
Correct.
And basically your mayors are the CEO of your cities.
Yes.
So of course they haven't been in office for a decade.
Right.
But it's just obvious that something has to change because they have been in there a couple of terms.
Right.
So these are the kind of questions you got to start asking these people that's being put in office when people want to get up and wave the flag that we're doing good and we're growing and we're prosperous. You get down to you and you get down to really what's going on, and we'll go down like that.
Right.
You know what we got next, Damali?
What's that?
We got the hump day hot topics because we don't know what they're trying to do to Julius Jones right now.
Right.
We're going to get to that next. This is news you can use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on News You Can Use Media Network, powered by World One Development. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Denise with Addie Mason for the Soul, where we cater to vegan, pescatarian, and everyday soul food. We have meatloaf Mondays, taco Tuesdays, chicken wing Wednesday, turkey and dressing Thursday, fish Fridays, barbecue Saturdays, and Sundays is our sultry soul foods. We're located at 5266 North Peoria. You can contact us for call-in orders at 918-845-2989, and we also deliver with DoorDash. Hope to see you soon.
P&J Publishing Incorporated announces a new book release, The Entrepreneurial Woman. The World is Your Playground by Angela K. Chambers, MES. Available right now for pre-order at payhip.com/B/NB_A_C. The book release is set to hit June 1st, 2020. If you're ready to publish your book, visit us online at www.pnjpublishing.com. Unleash that book that's inside of you with P&J Publishing.
Everybody's talking about you and her together.
Advertise in the Tulsa Black-Owned Business Guide. It's a monthly publication reaching all of Oklahoma and beyond, giving exclusive content about your business and many businesses that are connected to you. Full page and half pages are available. Purchase and artwork are due on the 25th of each month. Visit us online right now at www.tulsabobn.com for more details, or email us right now at tulsabobn@gmail.com for pricing. Last Stop Lawn Maintenance and Landscaping is hiring today. Must have a valid driver's license and must have a 2 years verifiable experience mowing and lawn maintenance with the company. Strict attendance policy is required. Honest, dependable, and team-oriented. No sex offenses or crime against children. Must apply online at www.laststoplawnmaintenance.com. Apply today.
If you are looking for an exciting place to worship or new church home, World One is that place. A church in the heart of the city with the city in its heart. Our in-person service is every Sunday at 10 o'clock a.m. at 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74115. We're practicing CDC guidelines, which include temperature checks, wearing of masks, and social distancing. You can also worship with us virtually on Facebook Live at World One for Christ Family Life Ministries. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, the all new KBOB 89.9 FM, Black on Black Community Radio.
And now it's time for the Hump Day Hot Topics with Charles and Damali.
Hey, guess what day it is?
Hump Day!
Hump Day! It's Hump Day! Hey, Mike!
It's the Hump Day Hot Topics on news you can use.
Hump Day Hot Topics, always a blast. Okay, so let's hit it. First hot topic is Julius Jones. If you don't know, Julius Jones is a death row prisoner that, despite maintaining his innocence and compelling evidence that he was wrongfully convicted, he has been on death row for over 20 years. We reported to you a few weeks ago that the Pardon and Parole Board recommended that Julius' sentence be commuted. And while awaiting for the governor to make his decision, the Pardon and Parole Board, while waiting for the governor to make his decision, my earphones are doing something weird. What's going on? I can't hear.
I can hear you good.
Can you
It's
hear
the
me?
government.
Okay. It's the government. But anyway, sorry about that. So while waiting, he has actually been sentenced to death. Right. What's going on, JB? Okay, so he's actually been sentenced to death. And so I just wanted to give you guys this this timeline of what's going to happen. I actually saw this on the Justice for Julius Jones Facebook page, and it's really sad to me. But anyway, so on October 15th, Julius Jones will be put on death watch.
Right.
So that's here in a couple of weeks, or in about a week or so. He'll be put on death watch. And in Oklahoma, 35 days before the day of execution, people who go on death row are read a warrant and given a medical assessment. They can then be strip searched, x-rayed, screened, and issued a new set of clothes to wear. Then they're transferred to another cell on H Block after their personal property is boxed and sealed and removed. They are to be in this new cell without any personal property except 1 cubic feet of legal and religious material, a safety ink pen, a book or periodical, family photographs, and correspondence from family members. And so I just thought about how they it's just like they break you all the way down.
Mentally.
Yeah.
Emotionally, spiritually,
Right.
physically, Yeah.
And
the goal probably to get you to do something irrational.
Yeah.
Because you can't start taking somebody through that and don't think it's some kind of emotional response to it. So this is just going back to like what we talk about. That's what's a hot topic is it's not about justice. It's all about just going forward with the system.
Right.
Let the system play out.
Right.
But it's doing that against people.
So his clemency hearing is set for October 26th.
Right.
And so, at this point in time, Julius will get the opportunity to speak.
Right.
The family of the victim will get the opportunity to speak, as well as attorneys on both sides.
Right.
So just keep lifting this family up in prayer. Actually, both families, because I'm sure that it's very hard
Right.
for the victim's family. But I also feel like, it is unfair just because you feel like someone, that you need to get justice. I think it's unfair for you to execute the wrong person and then later on come back and say, oh, my bad. Oh, it was, Ray Jones that did it instead of Julius Jones.
Just like 3 weeks ago, this gentleman that got executed, then they found out he didn't do it 2 years later after he was dead. So, it's about getting it right, because here's the ticket. You have to always feel some kind of way about the victims. And we get that, certainly.
Yes, absolutely.
But the system is what's supposed to make it right. because
Right.
we don't want you having that kind of anger, anxiety against the wrong person.
Right. And the evidence is what you're supposed to be basing your opinion on, not suppressing evidence and to keep it from being brought to the light.
Right.
So that, the right decision is made, because it's still a life. I feel, I understand that the victim should not have lost his life
Right.
unjustly, but I also feel like Julius shouldn't lose his life unfairly if he's not the person that actually perpetrated the crime.
And what I love about News You Can Use, this has been a hot topic for about a year and a half. And I'm
Right.
so glad we did this
Yes.
because we've been able to keep our audience all around the world informed
Sure.
on what's been going on. And now you can see how brothers or sisters be locked away, and next thing you know, they executed and dead because we forgot about them. We
Right.
didn't mention them. We didn't.
Right.
We just let it be quiet in the corner. We can't do that no more because today is Julius, and tomorrow it could be you or somebody that you love.
So just don't forget to continue contacting Governor Stitt.
Yes.
You can go to justiceforjuliusjones.com/action.
Right.
And let's just not be part of of allowing the system to fail this young man.
Absolutely.
Did you say he goes on the 15th on?
He goes on watch.
And
So they're
then
watching him like 24/7.
His commutation hearing is after that?
It's kind of like a suicide watch.
Yeah.
If you know anything about the system, they just watching you and it feels the meaning and it does something to you psychologically. Because they're basically saying you're getting ready to go to death. That's what that signifies.
Yeah.
Even if you're not going to die.
Even
Right.
if you still
Even if
got
you're not,
this
yeah.
coming up, they still follow that. You know what I mean? It's just kind of weird.
Their protocol, right. Okay, so there are some bike lanes that are they're trying to put up on 36th Street North.
Do you want to read right quick what Blue Humpty said out of Detroit, Michigan? Our listeners, this is all about them as well.
So he says it's just two legal justice systems in America. We know this. Hold on just a second. Let me get closer. We know this. We don't need a statistic. The one for the black people is so stratified. I can't see. Okay. A few good cops or a few good lawyers or a few good judges can't change the fact that black people will end up arrested more and imprisoned longer. Hi, America.
Hey, can't disagree with that.
Can't disagree with it.
No time.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, so there are bike lanes that are being proposed for 36th Street North. Now, this is near and dear to our heart because, of course, the 36th Street North Event Center is located on 36th Street North.
Right.
And I'm like, why?
Right.
I'm like, why? We didn't want them on Pine, so why would we need them on 36th Street North?
Well, my thought is more, this is the road is already narrow.
Absolutely. It
And
needs to be
it's going to
widened.
be the Phoenix district. And what will happen if they put the bike lanes in, you will only have one way for each side for traffic to go through.
Right.
And I don't know if people that's trying to make this decision haven't been over there lately. There's a whole lot of traffic over there already.
Yes.
You got the events and you have the church and you got these funerals. You got a store right on the corner. You got Comanche. Can you imagine this being? And then you got the buses. So that means when the bus stop, all the traffic has
It's
to
backed
stop.
up. Yeah.
So here's my thought. We got to get this right because once they finally do something, it takes them like 30 years to change it or correct it.
Exactly.
So we got to get it right now.
Exactly. And so, and my thought about this is there are businesses all up and down that street.
Right.
So that means there's a lot of traffic in and out. So why are we trying to put some bike lanes that impede traffic? That was the problem up here on Pine. You got the Popeyes chicken and all that, and so traffic is backed up into it's just craziness. So anyway, that's our soapbox about that. But there is going to be a meeting tomorrow at Covenant Church, which is right on the corner of Hartford and 36th Street North, at 6:00, and they're going to be talking about this and addressing this. My sister Teresa said no bike lanes. She don't like.
She said the streets are too narrow and ain't nobody riding no bikes no way.
Right.
Which is true. It's very seldom I see somebody on the bike. I think put a good sidewalk there for the few that ride bikes, and the sidewalk is going to be perfect.
Exactly. But anyway, so if you want to come and weigh in, that's what this show is all about, is letting the community know what's happening, so that we can have a voice.
Right.
Because we don't want to wake up and tomorrow we got bike lanes, and traffic is out of control. So anyway, the meeting is tomorrow at Covenant Church, once again, at 6:00 p.m. So make sure you go and that you, somebody said we just need to eat less chicken.
See,
They wrong for
I
that.
love everybody that listening.
Right.
Sometimes you just got to say, forget that. I can't do nothing with that.
Right. So tomorrow, Covenant Church, 6:00 p.m. That's at 36th Street North in Hartford.
Right.
So make sure you're there so you can voice your opinion about this latest development.
And we will be live with World One Development. You best believe that.
You already know we're going to be up in there, all in everybody's business.
Right.
Okay, anyway, moving right along. So St. Francis doctors are urging Tulsans to get the COVID vaccine and the flu vaccination before winter.
Well,
JP say cut it out.
Let me say this now. I'm going one shot at a time now. So you people know me and Damali went live yesterday. So y'all got the facts.
Right.
That we got our second vaccination yesterday.
I'm praying for y'all.
You don't know the process that we went through just to do that. My conclusion was we're around so many people. And at the end of the day, I felt like because I'm healthy, it's either going to help me and me not need it, but it's probably not going to hurt me.
It's probably going to turn you into an Incredible Hulk.
See, there you go, Jay.
See, JB got jokes.
I'm just being real.
So what St. Francis doctors are saying is there are currently 176 COVID patients in the hospital at St. Francis, and 52 of those patients are on a ventilator, which is double the number from the surge last winter and early spring.
Right.
So what they're saying is you guys might want to go ahead and get those COVID shots, and you might want to go ahead and get that flu shot as well.
I thought COVID was the flu. A severe case
two
of the
different
flu.
ones. It's different.
Two different strands, but the same
Strands.
disease.
No.
Definitely.
No, COVID is COVID. The flu is the flu.
COVID is a
Don't
severe
mix them
case
up
of the
together.
flu.
Whatever. JB, I ain't no doctor.
Yeah.
COVID is a severe
Let's
case
call
of the flu.
Dr. Purdue.
Dr. Purdue, he'll be back.
Yeah,
He come back.
bring him back.
Let him take care of that. I ain't
Come on
a
back,
doctor.
baby.
Yeah.
We got to clear this up.
That's right.
Blue Humpty from Detroit said bikers always ride in the streets and everywhere, but the bike lane anyway. You know, but that's right. And Keon, he just laughed. Teresa laughed. So we got a lot of laughter in the building, but we don't need no bikes.
Yeah, we don't need no bike lanes. But anyway, okay.
So basically, they're saying, just to be clear, you have to make that own decision for yourself, but the doctors are saying that you need to maybe take the COVID shot. If you've taken both, I know now people taking the booster shot. But we're gonna get Dr. Fairdew back on here. We're gonna that because that's a whole lot of shots.
That's too many needles.
But we're
right?
just bringing you the news.
Right. We just telling you. We just letting you know. That's what the doctors at St. Francis said.
What's up
Not
with
us.
the cereal?
And my partner Greg down in Oklahoma City, he from New Orleans. Ain't no telling where he is now, but he said COVID is coronavirus and the flu is rhinovirus. See, that's
God. See, that's what I'm saying, JB. You asked. There you go.
That's not correct.
Right.
Hold on. Let's let Sanders. What you think about all of this? You're a first responder. Do you think with the vaccine is it helping now? Because I know one time there was like 50 police officers that was quarantined for like some time back.
Yeah.
And I took the COVID shot, and I haven't been quarantined yet. I'm good.
See?
And I'm going to take the flu shot. So,
there you go.
Do you take a flu shot every year?
I take the flu shot every year. So
see, I don't like shots.
That's the beauty of news you can use. You can get different perspectives on what. Look, here's my perspective. 20 years ago, I took the flu shot and I went down and I was at the hospital. 20 years prior to that, I never got sick. And 20 years since, I haven't got sick. But to each its own. Do what you need to do that's best for you and your family.
I didn't even have the pneumonia shot. These kids going to be mad because the cereal is on strike.
Yeah, so check this out. Yeah, check this out. So now everybody who listen to this show know that me and Tony the Tiger, that's my boy.
Right, with me too.
Kellogg's, what they make?
Fruit Loops, Frosted Flakes, the good cereal,
all the good
Sugar
stuff.
Pops. You better come on.
Or what about Fruity Pebbles?
I think they make Fruity Pebbles too.
God.
Yeah, but so check this out.
Hold on. Based on the energy that JD and Damali has, get your therapist by you.
Yeah, because
turn
it's
the
a
light
problem.
down, lay on the couch.
The kids about to be upset.
Yeah, because it's a problem. This is an absolute problem.
What's going on with
So
Kellogg's?
the Kellogg cereal workers are on strike.
Okay.
About 1,400. Check this out. 1,400. We ain't getting no cereal, man. 1,400 cereal plant employees went on strike on Tuesday, hoping to get the packaged food maker to negotiate what a labor union called a fair contract.
Wow.
So what they're wanting to do is Kellogg's has demanded that workers give up quality health care, retirement benefits, and holiday and vacation pay.
Oh, they tripping.
Now, who's going to do that?
They tripping.
They playing the whole
Kellogg's
game.
factory is located where? Is it Kansas City? Or
No,
is it
so they have
Missouri?
one in Battle Creek, Michigan, Omaha, Nebraska, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and Memphis, Tennessee.
I've been to a couple of those, and it's been a while, my truck driving days.
And so check this out.
That's a busy place.
It's a busy place. Man,
Cereal
do you know
is
how
one of the
many
biggest-
boxes of cereal I go through? Come
Do you
on
know
now.
how many distribution centers have to have cereal to be able to send out to the grocery stores.
Yep.
Hold on right quick. Sanders, what you think about this big? Because it's going, because you would think we all was still in school. That's how much people like Kellogg. What you think about it? You eat Frosted Flakes too?
Back in the day, but I don't eat much cereal that much anymore. But yeah, it's going to be a problem.
It's going to be a problem. I'm telling you. So the workers actually went on strike. And so Kellogg's is threatening now to send the jobs to Mexico if workers don't accept the proposal.
Mexico will make anything that needs to be made for a low dollar.
Exactly. So we're looking at this. So the union, they actually use an angry version of the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes mascot, Tony the Tiger, on their posters because they mad. I'm mad too. I'm mad too.
What did you say? Healthcare.
Yeah. Oh, you want to see what they were asking? So they are demanding that workers give up quality health care, retirement benefits, and holiday and vacation pay.
That is ridiculous.
Who is doing that?
That don't make no sense.
No.
That don't make no sense.
Jamala, you forgot one.
What? What's that?
The topic.
What?
The biggest topic of the week.
What's the biggest topic of the week?
Mark Zuckerberg lost $6 billion because Facebook crashed on them.
You know what? It sure did, and I forgot. You are so right. Yeah, it did crash. Yeah.
People were jumping off buildings, bridges, and going crazy.
Like
because they did not post on Facebook for about 11 hours.
That's
I
crazy.
didn't even know it went that
It didn't even
far.
affect me. I didn't even care.
I
was doing some other stuff. I probably was doing laundry. I don't know.
It's that serious.
It was like it happened in the morning time, and some update to their server caused some file not
get out of whack.
Updated, and the entire Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and a couple others that Facebook, Google owns.
What's the emoji with your hands up? Oh well,
Snapchat.
Yes.
Snapchat. And you're saying they lost $6 billion in.
He lost over $6 billion in about 7 hours in revenue in stocks.
Oh wow!
Oh my goodness!
It only dropped from 176 to like 168 billion.
But that equated to dollars.
I guess $6 billion was a lot of money for somebody.
Yeah. Hey, let me do a quick.
Put him the number 6th and richest man in the world, by the way.
Oh
so
wow!
He's all right.
Yeah.
Teresa said, "Stand strong, Kellogg's employees. Don't take that. I guess I won't be eating cereal. I ain't eating cereal either. If they're gonna do my people like that, because they wrong for that."
See, I bought a box of Fruity Pebbles the other day, and I ain't even opened them yet because I don't eat cereal a lot like Sanders. But you know, every now and then you want some.
You want that, yeah.
You want it to be there. Now I have to ration the cereal out.
Because you gotta wait to see what happens.
We want to do a quick shout out to Jeremiah Blackwell Jr., aka Maestro Sigalo out of Mississippi, tuning in. He said he got in here a little late, but he in the building. He waiting on that booster, and he getting the flu shot. He want all the shots.
Okay,
it's all good. What we got next?
Okay. Did you know fact? So I want to tell y'all about this, and I thought this was pretty cool. And this is somebody that we all know here in Tulsa. So in the past year, COVID has taken many lives, but lives have also been lost due to excessive force by police. Nothing against you, Sanders. We love you. But anyway, Attorney Ben Crump, who has always been attentive when it comes to defending families whose loved ones were killed by police, stood up to help the helpless and defend the oppressed during these trying times. Described by the Reverend Al Sharpton as Black America's Attorney General, Crump has worked with the families of Trayvon Martin, Breonna Taylor, and Dante Wright, among others who have lost loved ones. This year, he represented the family of George Floyd, whose death while in police custody in 2020 led to demonstrations around the globe. His efforts made possible a guilty verdict that he describes as a turning point in history, a flicker of hope that the change that both the world and grieving families were calling for might be possible on a wider scale. But Ben Crump is not only a civil rights attorney, he is a human being who cares about his clients and is always there for them, even supporting them in the aftermath of his work. For this, he has been recognized as one of Time Magazine's 100 most influential people of 2021. Congratulations to our friend Ben Crump.
Let's get it.
Yes.
I love it. We done had many conversations with him. We done picked him up at the airport a couple times. He is the coolest, most down-to-earth guy. But when it's showtime,
business is business.
Business is business.
Yep.
Congratulations, my man.
Yes.
Sir.
So upcoming events, don't forget, if you are looking to have a birthday party, quinceañera, banquet, wedding, vendor fair, or any other event, the 36th Street North Event Center has dates available. We're currently running a special that if you book by October 31st, the Red Room or the Great Room, that you'll receive a 20% discount. So you can give us a call at 918-200-9046 to reserve your spot. Prayer Time Grief Counseling, Pastors Chloe and Doug Allen, every Sunday at 7 o'clock p.m. Give them a call at 717-275-8940. And don't forget to put in the code 615-876.
We are living in some trying times. Don't go through a dark period by yourself, because this is the team right here. These are the coaches that'll get you through.
Exactly. Tulsa Tech North Peoria campus will be offering $1 haircuts on Mondays through Thursdays from 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. For more information, call Chuck Jones at 918-828-2063. Oasis Fresh Market is open Monday through Saturday from 7 o'clock a.m. until 10 o'clock p.m. and Sundays from 8 o'clock a.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. So don't forget to go by and get your fresh produce.
Damali.
Yes.
I'm going to get all day Frosted Flakes right now because I'm nervous.
Right? You better stock up. Yeah.
So AJ,
we on the way.
We on the way over there. Just hold them for us.
Exactly. Don't forget, if you need assistance paying your rent or paying your utilities, assistance is available at erap.restorehope.org. Again, that's erap.restorehope.org. You don't want to sit at home and, do without.
Do not.
When there's help available.
Do not do that.
Right. Okay. The United States Postal Service, they are actually hiring. Jobs are starting out at $16.87 up to $19.06 per hour. You must be 18 years of age or older, must be able to pass a drug test and a background check. So you can go to www.usps.com/careers.
You do not have a reason not to buy your kids something for the holidays.
Man, not at all.
Get that job.
Absolutely. Don't forget about the 7th annual Tulsa Race Against Racism, aka the Skunk Run.
The Skunk Run, that's going to stink too.
Right. That's happening October the 9th. That's going to be on Greenwood from 8 o'clock a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. So, make sure that you tune in. That is an event that's put on by Racism Stinks.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you want to make sure that you support that Negro spiritual over there. Okay, Evans Fintu Crucial Community Convening number 2 is set for October 19th.
Yes.
At the 36th Street North Event Center at 5:30 p.m. There will be an opportunity for you to appear virtually. So you can go online at www.cityoftulsa.org/Evans Fintu, and you could sign up there. You can also take the online survey. So the focus on this is really to get North Tulsa's voice and their opinions about what they want to see in our community. If you choose the in-person option, refreshments will be provided. So make sure that you stay tuned in.
Yeah, we got good refreshments too. And the last one, it was a sellout crowd. It was really, really good to see that the community is serious about getting this done. So make sure that you chime in on that.
Kirkpatrick Heights and Greenwood Crucial Community Convening is going to be at the Greenwood Cultural Center, which is located at 322 North Greenwood Avenue on October 28th.
Yes.
We're telling you this, guys, so that you can write these dates down because these are very important dates, okay? It's going to be from 6 o'clock p.m. until 8 o'clock p.m. And the second meeting is going to be October 30th. Just 2 days later, at the 36th Street North Event Center. Now, the reason that's broken up into 2 is because we want to try to capture as many people as we possibly can.
Give you some options.
Exactly. And so that's going to be at the 36th Street North Event Center, which is located at 1125 East 36th Street North from 12 o'clock p.m. until 2 o'clock p.m.
Absolutely.
So for more information about the Kirkpatrick Heights/Greenwood Master Planning Project, you can go to www.ourlegacytulsa.org and you'll find out all the information that you need. And also stay tuned right here because we're going to be giving you more information and more updates.
And why they call it Our Legacy?
Because it's about us.
About who?
The Greenwood
community?
Absolutely.
Say you promise.
I promise.
I take your word for it.
And remember that World One Development, Damali and I and Greg with Standpike Hill Strategies are heading up these local engagements. So we asking all the questions.
Right. And we're going to make sure that you guys know about it so you can be present and so that your voice will count.
Absolutely.
Okay, don't forget that Black Tony Survives COVID comedy show is going to be taking place on November 6th at 7:30 p.m. at the 36th Street North Event Center. This event is presented by 105.3 KJMM. The event is for all ages. Tickets are available at ticketstorm.com. Or you can call 866-966-1777 or contact the KJMM studios.
Come get your laugh on.
Okay. And then the Evans Fintu Crucial Community Convening number 3 is set for December the 7th at 6 o'clock p.m. More information is coming about that, but we just want to make sure we get these dates on your calendar so that you guys know what's happening.
Absolutely.
Birthdays. So want to give a shout out. My little grandbaby had her birthday on October the 3rd. She turned 3 years old. Little Miss Kai Kai Brown.
The big 3?
Big 3.
Birthday,
She's
Kai Kai.
running the show. My brother had a birthday October the 5th. He turned 52.
52 years old. Happy birthday, big dog.
October 7th, Donnie Nallen and Scotty Gordon had birthdays.
Two of my favorite people. Happy
Absolutely.
birthday.
And October the 8th, my grandson, Brayon Penny, will be 17 years old.
What's going on, big little Penny?
Okay.
Happy birthday to you.
And then on Monday, my mama, Sahari Celine.
And my mama too.
Your mama, okay, you can share.
JB mama.
Yes, all our mamas, okay?
Right.
She's going to be celebrating her 75th birthday, along with Tammy Nash McQuarters over at TC Nation. Yes, Tammy is actually one of my classmates. So, yeah, I've been knowing Tammy for a long time. So, happy birthday to all of you guys.
Absolutely.
So, don't forget, if you want to purchase News You Can Use gear or continue the conversation on our podcast, you can go to newsyoucanuse.tv. We're currently available on most podcast sites, and there's a whole list of them that you can see on our Facebook page. But you can go there and stay tuned for more information as we continue to update content. And don't forget about our latest project, which is nycu.fm.
Be jamming.
Yes, Mr. Energizer, AJ, is coming to us live from the J-Bone Lounge, and he's got some hot tunes going on.
Hey, he already said the J-Bone Lounge is open anytime for World One Development to party with Mr. Energizer. Come on down, baby.
Okay, yes. So make sure that you guys tune in. You can go there 24/7 to hear music, and there's different shows, and you can hear our podcasts and all of that. So check it out. We're still loyal to KBOB.
Always.
And we're going to do what we do right here on this station. But this is just another avenue to be able to reach more people and to talk about the topics that you want to talk about.
Right. So shout out to JB Smoove, the ones and twos, and Mr. West.
Yes.
Wesley Martin be on there, and Mr. J Bone. We said him already.
Yes, and Gloria Grayson.
Making it happen.
Yes, making it happen. So, make sure that you guys tune in on all of those sites. Don't forget, if you want to reach us, you can reach us on any of our social media platforms, which are World One Development, EduRec Youth and Family, or is EduRec Tulsa, sorry, the 36th Street North Event Center, fitting back in. I mean, we're there, we're everywhere. So, make sure that you just tune in, and don't forget the gear. You see Charles got on this blue shirt, short sleeve. I got on the white shirt, long sleeve, so hey.
And when you put the gear on, take a picture, send it to us. We'll post it. We'll give you a shout out. The police report. Thank you so much, Officer.
Yes.
You hit a home run today, Hank.
As always, yes. As always, yes. We love it.
Any final words for these thousands of listeners that are listening to you?
Yes.
Love yourself and love God. See you next time.
Okay.
Just like that.
Words of wisdom.
Damali, any final words? Hey, everybody kept calling me saying, Charles, you took the second shot. Are you all right? Me and Damali's all right. We here.
Yeah.
This is not a voice.
Although I do feel like I need to have my arm in a sling. No, I'm just playing.
A little pain in that little spot.
Yeah, it is.
But other than that, ain't that bad.
Yeah.
People calling. No, we doing good. We smiling.
Yeah, we
all right. But I tell you what, please consider donating to Eden Media Services to help our community radio continue to stay on the air. You can send your donation made payable to Eden Media Services to 1533 North Norfolk Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74106. This has been News You Can Use with your boy Charles Harper, that's me.
And Damali Wilson, that's me.
And we are live every Wednesday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. So make sure you tune in.
And JB, that's me. If you would like to promote or advertise your events or business on our show, inbox us on Facebook at World One Development. This has been World One Development's News You Can Use with Charles Harper and Damali Wilson. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on this program belong solely to the host and their guests, and not necessarily to this station, organization, committee, or other group or individual associated with KBOB 89.9. This is World One Development's News You Can Use.
89.9 KBOB Tulsa.
Yeah.
Black on Black Community Radio. Streaming at KBOB 899.